It is the Dead Bitches brunch, and it is brunch time tonight, and we're just gonna be clowning around. What up, bitches? And I don't know. Oh man, I'm phoning it in here tonight, folks. But welcome back to another episode of Dead Bitches Brunch, where we are gonna cover all things clowns. One of our great loves, hashtag clown love. Make it happen, make it trending. Hey, let's get at it here. But we have a very fun special return guest with us tonight who is going to clown around with us. And then we have some other secret guests as well that will be coming on. So without further ado, here to kick it with the Dead Bitches tonight. You know her. We had her on a couple weeks ago. I want to say maybe a month ago on there. SpookyEmber.
Hi.
Welcome. Your little hair thing got me there for a second. I was like, what did I hit? SpookyEmber, how's it going, girl?
Good. Just excited about to talk about clowns because it's one of my passions.
Oh, I know. When first time we had you on, we talked a little bit about your clown corner in your home, and then we see you got a creepy fella there in the back here. Let's pull this guy. Ooh.
Yeah, he's right over there. He's super tall too. I had to duck him over to get in my room. He moves and everything. I don't have him on right now because he keeps terrifying me. Of all the things to kill me, he can definitely get me on hide alone.
He's so cute.
No, I love it.
Just love his eyes. He's gonna kill me one day. I just know it.
What a better way to die.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's something I kind of expect, and it'd be really funny obituary.
Go out and laugh.
Death by clown.
Someone can avenge me, at least.
So I've had this question ever since we had you on last time, and we touched on it briefly, that your parents and yourself were haunt actors, correct, in the past?
I was. My parents weren't.
Okay.
My dad just really likes creepy stuff like me. My mom hates it. My mom was very superstitious, so she didn't like any of that in the house.
Okay. Were you ever, when you worked in the haunts, was one of your characters ever a clown?
Yes, one of my more thought out characters was when I was 14, my first haunted house. I worked in the clown section, and my clown name was Stitches. And I had stitches all over my face, and I would make you laugh to stitches and stuff like that. And since then I didn't hate clowns anymore, because I used to not like clowns too much, because when you're a kid, you see someone dressed and they're trying to hand you a balloon, you're kind of like, yeah, that looks sketch. I'm gonna stay away from that. But as a clown, you realize how much people hate it, which made me love it, because then it terrified people. They have like an unreasonable fear of them, and I love it because it's just a person in some makeup. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not as scary as the Easter Bunny, technically, but people have a visceral reaction when they see you. Mm-hmm. I love it.
That's funny because, when my oldest son was younger, he used to ask me, are clowns real? And I would be like, well, it's just people dressed up in costume. And now, fast forward, my oldest is 14, my youngest is 4, and she just asked me the other day, are clowns real? And I'm like, well, yeah. And then, because they think they're some kind of character, like werewolves or a vampire or something like that. It's just people dressed up, unless there's a demon force behind them.
Yeah, like murderous clowns, there's only a couple that have actually been that way. But in terms of are clowns real? Yeah. I don't think people dress up for the intended purpose as much anymore. Like birthday parties, you very rarely see it because they're terrifying now.
Oh my gosh, another thing. A couple of years ago, so this was, I think, 2016, there was a whole clown thing. Do you remember that? Where people were actually dressing up as clowns and killing people or stalking people or whatever. And I remember that year at the school, they couldn't even have clown costumes or like they did away with all that for the year because there was this huge clown thing where people were like going crazy over it.
I think it was just a group of guys like kind of pranking and scaring everybody.
Yeah.
And like,
okay, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, probably committing like some like I forget the name of the thing, but probably like, you know, destruction of property.
Yeah.
You know, minorly or something like that. But
yeah, I couldn't remember.
It happened once in like the 80s, but then it happened recently, 2017, and it stemmed from a couple of creepy clown sightings, and it was all to do. The beginning of it, they've kind of like hashed it out. There was a movie that came out around that time that was like a B-rated clown film where a dude turned into a clown because he wore like a clown outfit or something.
Clown.
So I feel like a lot of it was to do with like marketing, kind of like how Blair Witch did that whole thing where they didn't have the actors post about themselves and they just made it kind of seem like maybe the actors really did die in it. I feel like that's part of it, and also just the trend, like Tide Pods. No one actually ate Tide Pods. It was a joke at first, and then it just slowly turned into something else when the mass public became a part of it.
Yeah. It was just funny because then at the time, I remember like the elementary school even sending home a paper saying that there were to be no clown costumes that year. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? These are little kids. Like, grow some balls.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting. I love that. What a time to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine just like, I think the cops are really upset about it too, because they're like, man, people are dressing up like clowns running around. I'm just like, they're just minding their own business. Nothing's wrong with being creepy. It's just when you're a mass quantity of someone dressed in the same way that's a little disconcerting. Like furries. If I see too many furries in one spot, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
That's cult behavior.
Where two or more are gathered. Well, there's that one guy who's he's a really scary clown, and parents can pay him to come and freak their kids out.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll threaten them with that. Did you guys see there was like some documentary on him from like A&E or something? That guy was creepy as hell though.
Yeah.
I just feel there's easier ways to traumatize your kids, but that are free, but like to each their own.
Versus pain.
My kids would be like, oh my God, whatever. That guy was so corny.
Kids are pretty tough nowadays in terms of like they're online all the time. They're desensitized. They're more likely to make that clown cry at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
They're creative with their insults now. I'm like, okay, dang.
Yeah. Yeah, kids are very, very good at the insults now. Sometimes the girl will be like joking around with the kids and then they'll come with a zinger and I'm like, okay, too far. Too far.
I know. I started to worry a couple weeks ago. I was like, am I ruining horror for my kids by showing them? Like, because my daughter, she's like, she just wants to watch it all the time. Or she wants to watch like random horror movies all the time. And, you know, Pet Sematary and she even likes The Exorcist and stuff like that. And it's like, it just doesn't scare her at all. And it's like, that's what I remember being a kid, being like scared in a sense of certain things. Some stuff was scarier than others, but then like learning to, you know, grow and love it as an adult. And that's why I'm so obsessed. And now I'm like, God, when she's older, she's not going to be scared of anything. And it's like, that kind of sucks the fun out of it. But, you know, what can you do?
No, I think stuff will still scare her, like, once she gets older and she becomes, like, more aware of, like, the suspense.
Yeah.
Types of things. Like, it's probably going to be the rare film that does, you know, actually scare her. But, you know, right now, she's little. Like, how much of the plot line is she actually kind of, like...
True.
That's, like, those are the things that also will get you in a horror movie now, is it also has to be the story. Because everybody's kind of like, oh, it's this person. You know, like, everybody already knows.
Right.
When it starts kind of thing, so...
I think I watch movies at a young age too, and now nothing really scares me, but when something does, I appreciate it more, and now I focus more on like the storytelling, and also like, are they able to do a good job of what they have, or do they ruin it right away with trying to make it too like stereotypical?
Right.
But sometimes the stereotypes are good, but other times it's like, okay, another teenage group going to a haunted abandoned building. I can't wait. Here we go. And for some reason, they don't know what social media is or self-preservation still. I'm just like, I don't believe that. Maybe in the 70s when people didn't know any better, but you can't tell me some kids in 2000s aren't going to be taking some selfies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I get frustrated at new horror movies like that. They're trying to play off a gimmick that it's like it doesn't work anymore. Like not in a modern setting. Not if you're trying to do present day, this doesn't work. Like it's just not going to happen anymore. So
Exactly,
Right.
and then the lingo too. It's like they act like they've never met another human being in all their lives. I'm like, no one talks this way. This has not aged well. Do not use with like clickbaity word like titles and words because it's just so. It's like when they say YOLO now. I'm just like, oh, no.
Cringe.
It's like, no, what is this? And they're like, oh my goodness, you only live once. I'm just like, oh, I hope you die first. I don't want you to take
that's
it
the thing
anymore.
too is when they do that, like you don't care.
Mm.
You have to care about like some of the characters in that movie surviving. Like that's part of it. That's what builds the tension is you want that person to live or to survive. And there's some films they're just like, okay, fine, let's kill them all.
Right.
Yeah.
They're all annoying.
It reaches a point where I'm just like, please kill them, please. I'm like rooting for the other side all of a sudden. I'm like, dude, get up. Get up. I know you're just walking fast and probably running when no one's looking, but come on. Get up, Jason.
Yeah, there were a couple, speaking of clowns, in the Terrifier 2 that I was like, man, I can't wait till that bitch dies.
Oh.
So good.
Yeah. No, that was good. But I know we're going to touch on that a little bit more here in the show. So, folks, we have a surprise special guest with us tonight. He is a local celebrity in our hearts. He is named himself executive producer of Dead Bitches Brunch, and that's because I make our graphics and all our videos and all that stuff, and we really appreciate it. Want him to keep on doing that for us. So,
Our clown bitch.
our clown bitch, none other than the one and the only Bango Skank.
Hold on. Shit. Well, I brought you some flowers, ladies.
Aww.
Aw.
I supposed to be my best behavior today. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Whoop! I think I sat on that one. Hold on. Okay. We'll do this.
A little clown whoopee cushion.
I love it.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hi.
Look at this look. Who is that?
I saw Spooky Amber out there. She was like playing with the hair. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play with my hair.
Like, oh, look at that. Hell yeah. Head
I
and
think she's a
shoulders.
Bengal skank, but I'm Bengal stank. Okay, I come to hang with y'all dead bitches today. So
Yes, queen.
what you think?
Got some volume. I love it. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the
Ooh.
earrings on the necklace. Oh yeah.
Get it, girl.
You're a good listener. I forgot what that means.
Ah! Oh, make the dog go crazy. Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone. Hello, friends. Hello, Spooky Ember. You look very nice tonight. Let's pull her up. Let's make her big. Let's put her.
No.
Yeah.
She got a
Look
clown
at
guy
that big old guy back there. God, I hope he stabs you before the episode ends.
Maybe if he
That'll
eats
make
that-
for
he
good
eats it this way,
podcasting.
yeah. He's really tall. I go to his like shoulder.
Petty Clown, I want to see your teeth. That's how mine look like when I wake up before I brush naturally.
Oh, I know. I didn't even brush my teeth today just for this.
just eating black soap. There's black soap in the fridge. I don't know who uses it. Black African soap. I just eat it. And I don't know if that's what it's for, but like toothpaste is just teeth soap, right? So
Why not?
it's kind of the same thing, but
Hey, it's clown love.
That's a lie. You imagine if mine just comes off too, you'd be like, what the fuck?
hey everybody, I'm just kidding. It's me, Bango Skank.
What? No way.
Interdimensional cannibal clown. I put like a wrapper. I put myself on my shirt. You know who made this shirt for me? You know who made this shirt for me? My mom. Yeah, and that's Leah Petty Clown.
I'm your mom. This turned into an episode of Maury.
And you are the mother, and Spooky Ember, you are the mother, and Lindsay B, you are the mother as well.
Oh my gosh.
A gorilla, a pufferfish,
Where's
and
my
a
child
Beyblade
support?
all made love and had a little baby. And supposedly I'm the one.
A
But
little
that's just
baby
like
Bango.
All right, I believe you had a top 10 list of clowns here.
Yeah, I get out of here before I talk about like killing kids or
You can talk about murdering kids.
Wait, who would murder kids?
yeah, fuck that guy. God damn it.
Fucking asshole.
Least favorite clown, that motherfucker. Fuck you, real motherfucking clown, making us look bad, scaring kids. Now kids are afraid of me. And they're why would you be afraid of this face, huh?
I don't know.
Petty Clown, Ember.
That's self-preservation, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I can't come up with anything.
I wanted to share with you my 10 favorite clowns. And guys, you know what else? Not even a dishonorable mention, but kind of cool. Get out of the way. The dude from American Horror Story, pretty cool, but I can't get into it. I don't know why. I just can't get into American Horror Story. So moving on from that.
Oh, you're talking about the cult season?
The circus, the carnival season.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
I was thinking of Cult, where they all dress like clowns. Have you watched that one?
No.
Yeah, Cult is like all about clowns. They're like an actual cult of people dressed like clowns that kill people. You should watch it. Tonight. Binge.
I tried to watch them. I just can't.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about the vibe of them or some shit, but one honorable mention that didn't make the list. But the movie's kind of shit, but the fucking kills are great. And you mentioned him as well. Well, the same name, Ember, but Stitches. Y'all know the clown movie Stitches?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a clip? Do you have a clip for Stitches? You pull up a clip for Stitches here. This is the funniest fucking scene, killer clown scene of all time.
Pretty much. Dot.
Yeah.
Oh. That looks so familiar.
Somebody's laying back in bed right now.
Yeah, is that the...
I
Yeah.
don't know what to expect.
What's happening to me?
That is disgusting. I love it.
When he says what's happening to me, holy shit, is that fucking funny. Am I right?
So good. You know what I got to say about that?
For gum or whatever, and you're just like, what's going on?
Ah!
Ah!
You got me up here too. God damn it. That was good. So, anyway, honorable mention, Stitches. Fun to watch, good kills. Kicks a dude's head off like fuck.
Gotta love it.
But number 10, my 10 favorite clowns. Y'all, I'll get out of your hair. I'll go back there and hang up, put my hair back on or something, you know. But I give you these to talk about. But I'm also very passionate about clowns. Number 10.
As you should be.
Bango Skank. Huh? Why not? Myself. Me, the
Wait,
interdimensional
There's
cannibal
one.
clown.
There he is.
This is in order?
Why would
Bango
you put
Skank is
yourself
last?
Bango Skank is last.
What?
I'm a student.
Get outta
of both
here.
masters. I still admire the masters. But he's an interdimensional cannibal graffiti clown. If you didn't know that, he's been going all across Midworld and all worlds, just tagging shit up, having fun, eating kids, not raping.
Nope. Simply cannibalism here, folks.
He's not a monster. He just eats people.
We're all here
Right.
for the niblets.
And bad guys too. It depends where I am. You know, some of those dimensions, you know, they all kind of suck.
Uh-huh.
Number 9, gotta throw in Sweet Tooth. I don't know, Twisted Metal, but video game, but he's pretty legendary up there with clowns. Number 8, Shakes the Clown. Not a scary clown. Scary in terms of life choices, but very funny in terms of his alcoholism and the way that he destroys his life with it. There you have clown bars in this movie. They all hang out together. They hate the fucking mimes. It's like gang on gang violence of the clowns versus mimes.
Right.
Shakes the Clown.
Fucking killer.
Number 7,
Good one.
just the Joker. Had to make it up there. I'm not really sure which one. I might have to go, you know. Fuck. It's tough. Let's go like the 70s one from the Batman in the 70s movie. We'll just go with
I
that.
think that's accurate.
But it's not one character. It's just the Joker as an idea in general. But
I love the Joker too. All of them in their own special ways.
Number 6, Clown, aka the Violator from Spawn. I know Spawn movie. He also has a lot of jokes and fucking, you know, John Leguizamo's he's eating bugs and shit. That's what I like. I like an entertaining clown that's gonna fuck with people. He's gonna eat some bugs. Gonna tell some jokes. Piss him off though. Gonna turn into a big old nasty bug demon monster thing. Come whoop your ass.
Fuck yeah.
5.
5.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, of course. Shorty, if I had to pick one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
What you doing? Come on. Yeah. I'll bite your fucking tits off.
Little precious. Precious little baby.
My daughter said she had a terrible nightmare. She woke up crying. She said, ICP was with the killer clowns and they were trying to take me into outer space to capture the souls. And I said, that sounds fucking awesome. And she said, you know, it was really scary. They were taking us away from everyone and locking us up. And I'm like, still sounds pretty cool.
Right? Like that's the best dream I never had.
She's like, ICP was there. And I'm like, I'm still just fantastic. So, I don't know. Inspiration.
You're like you were in Shangri-La and you didn't even know it.
That's how it would happen. Right? We'll get to more on them later. Number 4. And maybe this will change as time goes on. But of course, Art the Clown. As you mentioned, Terrifier 2. Amazing work of art. I don't even remember much from it. I was just so absorbed. It's kind of psychedelic and shit compared to the first one. So it's something else. It's something that's really, really different. And his kills, you know, they topped Stitches' skills.
Yeah.
Stitches' skills. They topped Stitches' skills. Cut her from her clit to her lip, as I like to say, you know, in that one. That's
That he did. Do not
Maybe-
watch that movie while pregnant. PSA.
maybe top kill of all time.
He is one barbaric, brutal motherfucker.
We were, to pause a second here, we were getting into the Terrifier here a little bit. Pettibone, what was your take on the Terrifier 2?
Actually, to be honest, I haven't even finished the Terrifier 2. I've tried to watch it like 3 different times, and I fall asleep because I'm old.
Cut it, edit.
I've seen enough to say I love what I see. I just, just how like disgusting it is, and in particularly one kill. I don't want to give like too many spoilers, but just to add like the little salt and bleach. Oh, you know what I mean? Mwah.
Yeah, it had some nice touches. Have you had a chance to check it out, SpookyEmber?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was a little weird. I had to actually sit down and watch it and not make stuff while watching it. I was like, rewind. I'm like, wait, what? Gross as always. Loved it though. I would watch it even if it's bad. It's like Hellraiser for me. I'll watch it even if it's horrible.
Yeah.
I love to hurt myself in that way, I guess.
Fun fact, I actually watched the first Terrifier while I was pregnant with my daughter, and it actually, like, I love horror. I love gore. The gorier, the better. But watching it, and the part specifically when the girl was getting cut, that part, I almost got physically sick. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. But like my body didn't love it. And I actually recently recommended it to my sister-in-law. She's 19, I think. She asked me for a recommendation list for horror movies, and I included the Terrifier, and she texted me one night. She's like, oh, we just had to turn that off. It was too bad. And I said, did you get to the part with the saw? And she's like, that's where we turned it off. And I was like, oh shit, sorry.
I didn't even think about that scene, and I was at a friend's house, and we'd all been drinking, and I was like, we watched like the original Texas Chainsaw, and I'm like, oh man, Terrifier, because it popped up on the screen. I'm like, click on that one. And I didn't read the room correctly because I was like, yeah, and everybody else is just like,
what is wrong?
This is the good part. Look, there we go. See the ladies, and they're like, holy, and they turned it off, and I was like, okay, I see. I'm on a wait list now.
I had that happen to me with House of 1,000 Corpses. My brother, actually. It's like, no, it's really fun. It's crazy, but it's fucking fun.
Yeah.
And he's one of them that walked, no, I need to go take a shower. I'm out of here.
Wash that filth off of me.
He's like, House of 1,000 Corpses, we did him in. He's like, I can't watch this. I'm like, it's not even that bad compared to other stuff. It's interesting more than anything. The characters, I'm just like, this is cool. He's like,
actually
horrified. I'm like, okay.
One morning, my kid, who's 14, came in my room and was like, oh yeah, I was watching the Terrifier 2 this morning. And I'm like, you were? And he's like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. And I start watching it, and I'm like, wasn't that bad? What the hell is wrong with you? With your young little mind, what have I done to you?
No, it was fucking good. That little girl in it. That's all I'm gonna say. That little girl in it.
I love her.
Oh, so fucking creepy. That's how you do.
Yes.
That's how you do that.
That's how you do that. I know. I was already like, oh my god, we could be Art and the little girl for Halloween. Like as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh my god, I love her.
Oh yeah. It was good.
And he's sitting in the laundromat, butt naked, playing patty cake with her.
Right?
I think that was fake. The whole hyped up reports of people vomiting in the theater while watching it. Like,
yeah, the first one seemed gorier.
Yeah, the first one seemed more gorier. This one, not to say there wasn't plenty of gore in it, but yeah, I thought this one really amped up the comedy a lot in there.
Yeah.
It was really fun. And I appreciated that he was a silent clown, since I live with a clown that's not silent. So I'm like, hey, mine's kind of cool now, right?
Hey, if he doesn't say anything trying to be funny and then it doesn't end up being funny, you can't, you can't like feel any different way about him. He's quiet like a mime, and
Brilliant. I fucking hate it when people call him a mime, though,
I know.
Takes the clown. Clowns rule.
He is a clown. He's not a mime. He's a silent clown, okay?
He's
If
just
you
shy.
see a mime on the street, whoop his motherfucking ass. Remind the motherfucker of what happened in the past.
All right.
He's a mime in the streets, clown in the sheets.
Hey.
Got a clown. Boom! We need a beat drop for a good line like that, like a
That's
Bernie
her-
Mac's
that's her
Def
hammer.
Jam, you know. Hit it! Hey, how's it?
Yeah.
Number 3, we already teasing on. Fuck your grandma. Fuck your sister. Captain Spaulding. Tell you what, Ski King, why don't you just bring some chicken home to your mama, and I won't have to stick my boot all up in your ass.
Yes.
That's good.
Captain Spaulding.
And number 2 is Pennywise. Number 2? Yeah, number 2. And it's a Tim Curry one. That other motherfucker off there. He's fine, but he doesn't talk shit. He doesn't tell as many jokes. And, you know,
Dude, look at Tim
engage
Curry's teeth,
is
though.
verbally.
Look at those
You know?
fucked up teeth in that clown mouth.
Mm-mm-mm.
And if y'all haven't watched the Pennywise documentary, that's all about the making of that film. That's also on Screenbox, where Terrifier 2 is.
Yeah.
About how Tim Curry is coming off playing Darkness, my favorite devil in Legend. And he was so fucked up from wearing all that makeup and
He
shit.
doesn't want to wear anymore.
Do it again.
So much makeup.
So he's like, just let's keep it simple, and I'll show you. And I'll show you. Dead. Kiss me, fat boy. I guess who number 1 is? Yeah, no. Is it number 1? Is it that guy that fought a fucking kangaroo? By the way, I don't even know who this guy is. Does anybody know who this guy is? I got this hanging on my wall. I looked him up once. I think this was the first clown to fight a kangaroo. But no, it's not him. That's my dad.
You do have a clip here that you sent me that you wanted to share with our viewers. Let's see here. Before you bring up who your favorite is.
What?
Here we go.
Oh, so this is my grandpa, Bongo, back in 1979. He wasn't the first to fight a kangaroo, but he was a kangaroo fighter. The guy with the leash did, of course. And that's how the first kangaroo man baby was made. When the kangaroo... Hey, I thought we weren't going to talk about rape here. Look, you're pulling this up. I didn't know this. Lindsay B pulling up the kangaroo clown rape.
When in Rome.
How you doing, SpookyEmber? You like that kangaroo action?
Oh yeah, of course, my favorite. I have it saved to my computer now.
All right.
Gonna make some money off that later.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, but there's also this like Italian documentary on clowns from the early like the 30s and 40s, I think. And there's a whole clown like funeral that they do. A clown dies and they're trying to build the casket and it's falling apart. And then the guy comes alive and like squirts flowers and they all run in circles, and it's a wild good time.
No shit.
Yeah, I think it's just called Clown, or maybe I Clown. You know, Italians like with Zombie 2, or it's I Zombie.
Yeah.
It's like I Clown. I Clown.
I watched a documentary on like all the like eggs that they paint their different clown makeup on, so no one like copies each other. I thought that was really interesting because I had no idea. They don't do real eggs anymore for obvious reasons, but they do like little like wooden eggs, and you can paint your little your clown makeup on it and send it to the clown museum, and they'll put it on display with all of them.
I've thought about it.
Because it's like the fingerprint for a clown, so that way no one, steals from you. It'd be
I don't know
cool.
if mine's original, though. Mine's pretty stolen. Once I stop stealing and I figure out an original thing, then maybe I'll go claim that shit in the clown egg museum. Yeah, it's like send me like a 27-page article on that shit. Like 7 pages in, I'm like, am I still reading this? What the fuck? How much are they gonna write about clown egg museum?
Right?
Yeah, it's real.
Well, I have a question actually for all of you. Now that you've announced the top 10 clowns, what?
Still has one left.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, go ahead.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
It's you.
No,
buddy.
you got to go ahead with your favorite first.
Who's your number
Before I
one?
pop the question.
Well, for my 45 floppy titty freaks, I see fucking peas in the house.
I knew
Of
it.
course. How could I not?
What
Amber's
is a
like, "Here's
juggalo?
motherfucker."
I don't know.
But dude, no clowns have had more of a bigger impact on my life, and have I absorbed more of their art than ICP. I can't pass up. Maybe greatest musical group of all time. You know, way better than the Beatles, for sure.
I'll throw some respect on it.
My brother would dress that way and go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like the ice tip hair too, and he would do the little tiny doodads, and he had a rat tail, and he put the makeup on. He'd go to school. He lived in Utah.
Legend.
His ass would come right back home, and my mom would be mad that they wasted her time. And she's like, "No, he's there to learn. Who cares?" He would go right back to school again.
Nice.
He was just dressed like that. I always remember him dressing like that with a cigarette in his mouth on a skateboard constantly.
Fucking legend.
Yeah, he didn't give two
That was
shits.
me. That was me too. I was like little brother, but an older version back in '97.
Oh my god. Maury continues. Now we find out that Bango Skank is actually Spooky Ember's brother.
Oh my god.
Results are in.
What are you doing out of jail?
Well, I would never paint my face up and then go to school. I could never rep that hard. But I was one of the first gangsters in Benson High School, and I would rep my do-rag on my shoe and on my head, me and my Mexican friends. So I was the first gangster, and then maybe second or third buffalo there. But
Yeah, my brother did it hard, and then he went to a concert in winter in Salt Lake City, and my dad had to pick him up because him and his friend were like freezing outside with no ride, covered in Faygo juice and glitter. Makeup's just smeared. He's more upset about his makeup than anything. I'm like, JJ, it doesn't matter, dude.
It's clown life, bro.
But no, he wore that up until like recent. He's 9 years younger than me, so he's like in his late 30s. He don't give two shits. Hey man, gotta respect it. I don't think I have a single picture of him without that makeup, unless it's his prison, his inmate
Mugshot.
That's the only time we don't have that.
You can still see like the shadows a little bit.
There's one picture out there of it like smeared, like they made him take it off, but you can see like the remnants of like the black makeup. I'm just like, God damn it, JJ.
wow, that's fantastic.
Violent JJ.
Think about Vegas. He'd be like, I'm Big Vegas. And he has his name tattooed on his arm with the different clown masks on. I'm like, JJ, you know who you are. He's like, yeah, but so other people know who I am. I'm like, okay, JJ, whatever you say, dude.
Or about wake up in a coma, then like I'll fucking know. Shit, is that me?
Who am I? Oh, there I am.
Oh, that's fantastic, dude. I've come across like fucking Simpsons episodes called Insane Clown Poppy, Aqua Teen episode called Juggalo. They're mentioned in fucking baskets, and It's Always Sunny and shit. Like
the Sunny episode is so good.
I would argue there are not any other clowns that have been more influential for spreading a clown look and culture than ICP.
And that episode too, where the one office chick went off to be a juggalo and they went to go rescue her.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's really nice too. It really showed how they really are. Because like my brother's just chilling. Most people are like that don't understand the culture behind it. They're like, man, they're just a bunch of losers that are probably violent. And it's like, no, they're just regular people just hanging out. I remember people at one point were like, oh, they're a cult. I'm like, I mean, Not really.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I mean, they're just
That would
hanging
take
out.
more effort than any juggalo is willing to put into it.
You have to get enough of them to actually not flake out on a meeting, you know?
There was a time around Dark Lotus, Opaque Brotherhood, when shit was getting like so dark and powerful, like the height of their magic, where I was thinking like, who knows, maybe they take us all with them in a stadium, you know, at the gathering or some shit. Because back then, like, it was in Peoria, Illinois. It was like the third one I went to, and everyone in a stadium at that time when the cultism kind of shit, because I was getting there, man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah. There's a lot of purpose and a lot of meaning to my life, your brother's life, Lydia's life, I think. Teddy Clowns. So many of us. Yeah. Violent Jade on the couch, on the bed. What's up? What's up?
Violent Jade in the house.
Look at that good
Raise
boy.
the roof.
Ah! Here, let's work. Remember that gimmick we worked on, Jade? Here's that, yeah.
You guys are, but at least you're not like stabbing people, you know? Unless they deserve it.
Give that dog some Fago.
No animals were harmed in the making of Dead Bitches Brunch.
That cotton candy flavor hits hard, though. I'll tell you what.
Pettibone, you had a question though for all of us clowns gathered here tonight.
Yes, I do. Regardless of your favorite clown, what is your favorite clown film?
It's still the
You,
original.
you, and you. Go.
I'm thinking.
I'll go saying it's still the original It. And
I
I
was just
still buy
thinking
like
that, 'cause it's just-
replayability. Like I can watch it several times a year, you know, and always be entertained. So,
That's why I pick a favorite film, because favorite film is so vague so vague, because it's like, for me, it's like, can I watch it over and over again? That's what makes it my favorite, because like some films are good, but can I watch it again now? But yeah, the original It for me as well. It really had a big impact in my childhood, because I was like, that's really cool, and the fact he's not wearing all that much makeup, and it's really just how he presents himself. That's what makes him so cool, and I love him in everything he's in anyway. So yeah, I'd probably have to go with the original It. The new It, it's okay. I think I like more the fact that the child actors are so awesome more than anything, because the actual clown, I'm sorry, the moment his eyes go there, I'm like, damn it, I can't now. I don't know where he's coming or going. Shit.
he's
Look
more of
at
a
me.
monstrous, jump scare, terrifying clown. You know, if you're just looking for like terrifying, like rah type shit, then the fucking new one does it. But for like getting in your head and just tearing you apart from the inside kind of shit, yeah, Tim Curry takes it right.
Yeah, because he can be a regular clown, but you see him from afar, and it's just the way he's holding himself. It's like, I don't want to go on the same side of the street as that. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Whereas the other one, I'd be like, what the fuck's that goofy motherfucker looking at? I could take him.
Hey yo.
Either way, I'm upset about the spider thing. I will never get over that. I was like, man,
Not a spider.
there's a turtle. What is this? I hate this. I'd rather him just be a weirdo clown that lives forever.
Yeah, and then a fucking turtle defeats him.
What is that? And they talk about
What
it more.
is scary about a turtle? Nothing.
I think that's why I think the new one. They talk
Really,
about
we're not
the turtle
okay
forever.
at that point, Steven. It's just like turtle.
It's like, how high was he? Holy shit!
So, do you agree, Lindsay B, that the original Pennywise is your favorite clown also?
It's not my favorite for me, since I didn't really start heavily watching horror films until I met this clown over here. So the first It that I saw was actually the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't seen the original one yet. And I went in with like no context because, you know, like little sheltered cult kid, you know, like all of this is the devil. So I had no idea what I was walking into or anything. And it just absolutely terrified me in the theater. I was still at that point where I was flailing when we saw horror movies, you know?
Mhm.
I'm past the flailing part now. I still scream, but like I don't like punch them anymore. So like I just remember gripping the handles on there so hard. So the remake definitely holds like a special place in my heart because it was just the first like most terrifying clown thing I had ever experienced.
Mhm.
But as far as like favorite clown movie that I watch on repeat, and this is mainly because he has it on a lot too, I would have to say it's Shakes the Clown. It's just this whole clown bar, and like all these guys are clowns, and they're having like straight, like serious conversations, but like everybody in the whole bar is a clown, and stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's just this combination of like trying to be serious but being absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, and it's one that I don't get tired of. Like there's some things, hence Tommy Knockers, if it's playing again in the studio, I back out very quietly.
Oh, you're kidding.
And pretend I'm sleeping most of the day. But like if it Shakes the Clowns, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, like yeah, let's hang out here and check that out and stuff.
Yes.
This is a big honorable mention to Killer Clowns from Outer Space because that was the one too that the first time I saw it was just like it was amazing, you know. And every time I watch it, it's one that definitely it grabs you. Like you can have it on in the background, yeah, if you watch it a million times. But if you're like me and you've only seen it a handful of times, anytime it's on it, you definitely stop what you're doing, and it's just a fun watch. And the whole there's so many of them, the costuming, like everything.
For sure.
Which one for you?
You know what? I gotta say that my top favorite clown is fucking Captain Spaulding, and I just can't get around it. You know, I tried to talk myself out of it, but really, clowns to me, like I grew up knowing people that were like clowns in the Shrine Circus. And it's like, you know, a grungy old man that puts on the grease paint, and he's like, you know, nice to people in real life, but like such a perv and costume. And Captain Spaulding, like I'm a savage, classy, bougie ratchet, and I just fucking love Captain Spaulding, and that's all there is to it.
No, he definitely is the pits. Like Noise.
R.I.P. Sid Haig.
Yeah. Noise 13 in the comments. Lynette the clown from the big comfy couch.
Okay. We're taking it way back.
Taking it way back.
Yes, we are a cult.
Yeah.
It was a good
But really,
clip.
like when I think about Captain Spaulding, like just him being in character and like running his shit and like the chicken and like the murder ride, what's more essential than the murder ride?
Oh, no. It's
Nothing.
definitely the murder ride needs to happen at Camp Zool 3. Is
Absolutely
a big request on there.
It could work. Yep.
It could.
Yep.
I saw online a family actually did that. So there's those families that set up their haunt attractions like each year in their yard, and their family did the murder ride.
That's cool.
Oh, was it the Wilkes family Halloween?
I think so. Yeah, I think.
Yes, I follow them on Instagram. They just did this year. They always do like a crazy setup, but this year their theme was House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
And they had different people dress up as the characters, and just heartwarming.
Yeah. Good group costume idea too.
Yeah.
I don't see enough of that on there.
Yeah, I know we're setting up a murder ride, but one thing I think would be great. We go on our production meeting.
There we go.
Get that same spot. Want to get that same spot, the whole building that we had before, and then see if we can set up a circus type tent. Like I have a tent with just painted black and white next to it, and there we can do some more clowny shit, like bloody pie tossing and fucking, you know, like do some live podcasting. Other podcasts that could come up and like fucking podcasts from there as well. But like thinking like a Circus of the Hive kind of thing. Like a Lucan themed black and white, depressed, fucked up clown type thing.
And well, you know, we're talking about it. This was supposed to be the Emmett Kelly face was supposed to be the original Michael Myers mask.
Really?
When it was the Babysitter Killers, it was supposed to be like a replica of Emmett Kelly's face. And then they changed it all, so it was the William Shatner. But yes, this was gonna be our Michael Myers, which, you know, Michael Myers is my boo thing, so he's my favorite of all time. And I wouldn't change his face for anything, but I just want people to know that this was supposed to be the original Mask of the Killer from Halloween.
Boom! Da, 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 da. Clap up, bitches! Boom! Da, 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 da. See ya, boom.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep. And at least they still had Michael wear the clown costume as he committed his first murders to pay homage to that, you know, Emmett Kelly mask. But.
Yeah.
You just got petty boned.
Petty clown for tonight.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, I wear my sunglasses.
And you can come dab in our tent noise.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think this would work out perfect though. We have the tent, you know, / podcast, bloody pie tossing area, because then if people want to pull up their chairs and stuff, they can pull up and watch the show or participate in things, and then it still leaves the shop area open for, you know, customers to go through and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be prepared this year. We'll have more extension cords and fans.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll drive up or down or whatever.
Hell yeah.
All right, we got
yeah.
a clip here from Bango Skank. Want to introduce this one's turn?
Oh, there's this flick. It's all a good, fun time. A comedy of horrors. One of these newer horror movies that kind of anthology films that tend to end up turning out like garbage. But this one's a good one, and all the skits are pretty good. But there's one that is Welcome to Clown Town, and where everyone's a clown. It's like you're born a clown, and you come into your face paint, and the letters that come up are balloon letters, and then they pop into blood.
What?
When they walk, it squeaks all the time and shit. So the beginning of this trailer shows the Welcome to Clown Town. So, welcome to Clown Town. We will fuck around. Welcome to Clown Town. We will fuck around. That was a nice one.
Baker's dozen,
Yeah.
and 7 no witnesses. Nothing late. Think someone's following me. 1988 all over again.
Don't you think this blood and guts, low budget horror stuff's kind of obsolete?
I was taught by a voodoo priestess how to harness the soul and
So,
properly.
the first part, that's the teaser.
Afterlife, and I've used those traditional teachings very, very effectively.
It's not saying
He sees pop royalty. He does not come out of the case.
Okay, that was it then.
Oh my
The
god!
moment has puppets or Muppets, I'm in. Clowns, Muppets, puppets.
Yeah, Puppet Comes Alive. There's a bachelorette party where she says she poisons all the other bitches and then kills herself, and they all like kill each other.
That's cool.
It was a
Good time.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good
Oh,
one.
I see in the comments here, Lady Beast also mentioned Bozo.
Bozo.
Bozo
Yeah.
the Clown.
The early morning game show. That's cool. There's also a clown in that one film called Haunt. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I have quite a few
Yeah.
parts in it.
And I love the movie Clown, where the guy puts on the suit and he can't get it off. And there's like this whole demonic history to it. And then he like blows his brains out and it's like multicolored.
It was such an interesting idea. I'd never seen anything like it. I was like, this is cool.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
What else? Should I get out of here?
You can say. I don't.
That's it. I'm out. Bye, ladies.
Video has been demonetized from YouTube.
Yeah, right.
Like there's violence in here. It's like
Someone committed clownicide on YouTube.
Well,
Love y'all. You look great.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Good night, ladies.
Bye.
Good
nice
night.
meeting you.
Bingo stink.
yeah. Try living with that clone.
I think you guys are cute together. I love that you guys like the same stuff, so you can get involved together.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I never expected in my life to fall in love with a crazy clown, but he's my person, and I didn't find a clown before him, so that's why I didn't work with anyone else. But yeah, I love it. I love that he's opened up to me like a whole different world and exposed me to things that I just would never have like experienced or had the opportunity to get into and stuff. And then I've just fallen in love with it myself and stuff, and it's just been this thing that it's fun because it's what brings us together, because we are so different from each other. But yeah, it's just our creepy thing that we love and stuff. And it was actually one of my proudest moments, I guess I could say, recently. My father stopped by to visit me, and he asked me, he goes, I've been watching your Facebook. I'm getting really concerned. Do you worship Satan?
Oh my gosh.
No, I worship clowns. What the fuck?
At first, for a second, I thought of saying, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Knee-jerk reaction. It's like, okay.
Dr. Satan! Dr. Satan!
Right. But no, I was just like, it's pretend, it's fun, it's a different form of art. Yes, it's a dark form of art, but hey, when people have been through shit, sometimes it's the creepy stuff that makes us laugh and that we identify with and stuff. And yeah, no, it's definitely. One time we had almost clown love trending almost for a little while.
I'm telling you, TikTok's where it's at, because there's clown core.
Yeah,
Clown core, and people just dress up like clowns always. I love it. I'm like, I want to get to that stage.
Right. I don't know if I have that much dedication in me. Like, maybe if I had discovered this in my younger years, but hey, I'm down to like clowning around a couple days a week.
Right. You like come home from work, clown around for a couple hours before bed.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
No, what I always worry about when we go to like a convention or something or an event, because he's always like clowned up and stuff. So there's like face paint underneath the masks, and there's gags, and there's more fake blood. And then he's having a great night, and then he's having such a great night that like he doesn't want to take any of the makeup off. And like anywhere you stay now, everything is white. So like it usually ends in like this wrestling match of me trying to put a clown in a headlock with like grapes.
Touching the wall. You didn't powder up afterwards. You smeared it everywhere.
I know. I actually watered down my clown paint today because I was like, this is gonna make my face break out so bad.
There's nothing like when you feel the tingle after you haven't worn clown paint in a while, and you're like, oh, there it is again.
There it is. That magical clown feeling.
You're like,
eating away at your skin.
But still here. I love it.
Yeah.
No, you both look great. I love clowns so much. I was like, an episode about clowns? Okay, I'm down for that.
No, I never forgot you saying like, oh, well, the clown corner in my house, and I'm like, I know who needs to kick it with us when we talk about clowns. So this is actually an episode that we've kind of had like banked for a while. We were like, oh, we have a certain amount of episodes that we know like we can kind of plug and play at any point we want. And so the clown one was one that we definitely wanted to do, just because like, fuck, why not? We fucking love it. And obviously our producer is a clown, so had to pay the toll.
They're like, you gonna do clown? Clown? Okay. He's in makeup already. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
No, it's in like a month. Oh, fine.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a family affair on here.
I made the mistake of putting liquid latex on my face and gluing on some cotton, and then I decided to eat some dinosaur chicken nuggets, and it started coming away at the mouth, and I was like, God damn it. A dedicated clown would never eat chicken nuggets after application.
You definitely win though for like scariest clown of the
Yeah.
night and
Gross.
stuff. I was over here I'm pulling you over here. Like I feel like I'm phoning it in here. You gotta go, damn girl.
I'm coming loose a little bit.
You can't
My
even.
daughter was like, I want to dip my chicken nuggets in your blood, and I was like, yeah, no, it's not barbecue sauce. Maybe next time.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Well, I'm gonna share your page here, folks. Make sure you guys check her out here she is on Instagram under SpookyEmber, and you can click here to get to her Etsy shop here, making all these creepy, wonderful little dolls. I've been seeing that you just like got a new batch of heads out of the oven recently.
Yeah, I've been remiss with taking my photos and posting them. So some of those photos recent are actually like months old.
Mhm.
Right now, I'm actually working on a clown update in honor of this podcast.
Awesome.
So I have some faces I am working on that I can show you guys if you'd like.
Yeah.
But I do stuffed
sure.
animals as well as dolls. So I'm gonna do a couple of dolls that are clown themed, but then I have some faces for stuffed animals.
Oh,
Love.
There's this more like pretty one.
I love
And
it.
then we have this guy right here.
Ooh, with the third eye.
And then we got this guy.
Awesome.
One-eyed clown. I love it.
They're all gonna have different types of names. Like I think this one's gonna be Jawbreaker, since he has such a big mouth. The silent one. And then I haven't named this one yet. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know. And I have one more that I'm not done yet, but he's really cool. I really like how he's turning out. But he has
Ooh.
teeth.
Love it.
Teeth. That's
And I'm gonna do
awesome.
clown dolls too, like 2 of them. And then I have a lot of other things that are going to be released too. That on the 21st, so on Monday, next Monday. Not this coming up Monday, the Monday after.
So mark your calendars, folks.
Mark the calendar.
21st.
Out on Instagram at SpookyEmber and on Etsy as well for those free stocks on there. No, I've been following you, what you've been posting, what you've been working on. It's like I'm like, oh, I can't wait. And I was kind of wondering on some of them. I'm like, I think some of those are going to be clowns. So I was hoping so.
You got me in a clown mood, so I was like, I need to make some clown stuff. Between clowns and like ripped up faces, I'm going with like, because I've been watching that new Hellraiser over and over again because I love it. I'm very happy that I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah.
So I've been doing things that are inspired by it, like this guy who, there's one face,
Ooh.
but then he stapled another face to him.
That's
And then
awesome.
I'm going to paint the pieces that are inside on the sides meaty. So it's like he ripped the back of his face off and it's just attaching his brother to him. So that'll be fun. And then I got some like faces on plaques because I used to do latex shrunken heads, but I don't do that anymore. So I've got these like mini faces that I've ripped up and nailed to things.
I love it.
So it's nice. That's what I've been working on.
No, awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think clowns are coming back. I mean, especially with, Terrifier 2 having the success that it is, and then you saw Killer Clowns from Outer Space, like everything
Blew up this
to them
year.
is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, clowns are definitely having a fun resurgence and thing. And I like it because it's bringing back like the fun in horror and stuff like that. I mean, that's one thing about like Terrifier. It's like, yeah, like obviously it was like gruesome and awesome and had all the gore that you could want. But I mean, it was legit like funny too as well, and just some of the antics and stuff, and just it did have those moments that make you like, oh, but also at the same time just laugh because it was really funny.
You're like, I want that cereal.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I mean, you can find anything on Etsy now, but yeah, people are already making like reprints of that cereal box and stuff.
Yep, I've seen it.
Oh, like immediately, I think next day it popped up on like things you may like, and I'm like, they know
Yeah.
They know me well. I'm like, dang it. It's like that and dead bugs. I'm like, God damn it. You got me down to the science.
They know what to suggest.
Yeah, every time I'm like, damn it. It's like shirts that make no sense, dead bugs, and props from my favorite movies. I'm like, God damn it. I'm broke. Can't be doing this.
So good.
Well, folks, I think we are coming to an end of another awesome episode of Dead Bitches Brunch. Here's Stinky Bitch.
Look at that baby.
Yeah, she goes between Violent Jade and Stinky Bitch are her two main names right now that we're going with.
What's better than that?
Oh no, do we have a cool clown creeping up behind us? Is it murder?
Red rum murder.
She's so used to it, she's not even phased.
Right. She's like, this asshole.
Something to tease your Zooligans with to make you cream all in your pants.
Ooh,
Is it a clown baby?
Oh, there you are. Oh.
Oh, stop. Ah.
That's not even all of them. So,
We don't even know what's happening in our basement of horrors.
What?
L.L.E.
L.L.E. Give it to me, baby.
Well, before we sign off here, folks, also next week we have an awesome episode with none other than Dean. He is going to be debuting this new track exclusively on Dead Bitches Brunch
That's cool.
next Sunday, and then the next day it will be available everywhere. So, folks, make sure you guys tune in and show your support for Dean, because
Yes.
if you love him, it's going to be a fucking killer episode.
The pig god.
The pig god will be it. What do you think about the pig god? You're a pig sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I love the pig god.
Hail Satan! Hail the pig god! Well, Spooky Ember, thanks so much for being on another episode with us here at Dead Bitches Brunch. We appreciate you so much for coming to kick it with us for our clown episode.
For sure, I had a blast. Let me do that.
Make sure you check out your girl. Give her a follow on the socials. Go follow that Etsy store for Upstate for updates. A bunch of creepy new goods dropping on there. And folks, we'll see you guys next week. And as always, stay dead.